Okay, so in the previous lecture we have discussed the introduction of the directing at supervisory level. Now, in this lecture we will discuss the principle of directing as well as elements of directing. Now, what is the principle of directing? While directing, a manager should understand the needs, motive, and attitude of his subordinates. The following principles of directing may be useful to the manager. What are those principles? The first principle is harmony of the objective. Supervisor should direct the subordinate in such a way that they feel that their personal goals are in harmony related to the organizational objective. Okay, this is the most important thing. प्रिन्सिपल्स ऑफ डायरेक्टिंग मधली सर्वात इम्पॉर्टंट गोष्ट पहिली काय आहे? हार्मोनी ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह. सुपरवायझर त्याच्या सबऑर्डिनेटला अशा प्रकारे त्यांनी गाईड केलं पाहिजे की ते सबऑर्डिनेटला वाटलं पाहिजे की त्यांचे जे स्वतःचे गोल आहेत, पर्सनल गोल, ते ऑर्गनायझेशनच्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह सोबत मॅच होत आहेत. ओके. सेकंड, युनिटी ऑफ कमांड. दिस प्रिन्सिपल टेल्स दॅट person should receive orders only from one superior. That is, one should be accountable to only one boss. This is again important thing. Unity of command. Okay, there should be only one boss. That worker should answerable or accountable to only one supervisor or superior. That may be manager or anyone. If there are n number of bosses, 2-3 bosses, then that creates the confusion. Okay, and it unnecessary causes the delay in the operation as well as that may result into the unhealthy working environment in the organization. Then third, direct supervision. Every supervisor must maintain the direct personal contact with his subordinate. Okay, so supervisor must have the personal communication with each and every subordinates. Then only he comes to know about the subordinates and his all details. Even now, why personal contact is required? So basically what happened, because of the family relations or personal problem also that affects on the working of the super that worker, and that will result into the product he is going to manufacture. The quality of the product may deteriorates. Okay, because if the person is mentally disturbed, so that will definitely result on his work. Okay, and for any industry it is not recommended. Then effective communication. Communication is the instrument of direction. Supervisor gives order through the communication only. Effective communication provides for free flow of ideas, information, suggestion, complaints, and grievance. So communication must be effective. Okay, why? It is the channel through which the supervisor gives the orders and directions. Effective communication provides फ्री फ्लो ऑफ आयडियाज. कम्युनिकेशन जर प्रॉपर असेल आणि कम्युनिकेशन गॅप नसेल, फ्री कम्युनिकेशन असेल, तर सुपरवायझर आयडियाज देऊ शकतो सबऑर्डिनेटला, सबऑर्डिनेट्स काही आयडियाज वरच्या लोकांना देऊ शकतात सुपरवायझर प्लस माय चॅनल थ्रू प्रॉपर चॅनल. दे विल एक्सचेंज द इन्फॉर्मेशन, सजेशन, कंप्लेंट, ग्रीवियन्स. Okay, then follow. A manager or supervisor has not only to issue orders and instruction but also follow up the performance so that to ensure that the work is being performed as desired. Whatever these things are going to be okay, if you are not taking the follow up, then it is not possible to complete the task on time in the effective manner. So follow up is necessary. What you are supposed to do in the follow up? You need to continuously take or in continuous communication with the workers and all these things, that whatever the changes they have suggested, whatever the actions you have taken, whether they are going to be properly implemented or not. Okay, so if follow up is there, definitely the chances of implementation of the new idea or new concept is going to be successful. Now, what are the element of directions? Supervision. It implies overseeing of the work the subordinates by their superiors. It is the act of watching and directing work and workers. डायरेक्शन एलिमेंट्स ऑफ डायरेक्शन मध्ये काय येतं सर्वात आधी overseeing the work of subordinate by the supervisor. They are going to monitor the work of the subordinates, how they are performing their duties. Okay, so it is the act of watching and directing. If there is some mistake, they are not working in the proper manner, then you have to suggest them that you have to do in this manner. Okay, so this is the work of the supervisor over here. Then motivation encourage the employee to give their best. Motivation can be internal as well as external. So motivation is also important parameter. So you can motivate the employees. The motivation may be internal or external. Internal motivation comes through his mind only. Okay, that worker's mind. But external motivating factors may be financial, monetary benefits, or you are giving the recognition to the employee. You by conducting the healthy competition in the organization, you can motivate the employees to encourage the employee to give their best. Leadership may be defined as a process by which the manager guides and influences the work of the subordinate in the desired direction. So leadership is also important over there. So why? Because it guides and influences the work of the subordinate in the desired direction. So again, you can easily get the results over here. Communication is a process of passing information, experience, opinion, etc. from one person to another. It is a bridge of understanding. Now, whatever the things you have implemented, whatever the your conduct created the plan, which is very good plan. But if it is not properly communicated, then the chances of success of that plan or implementation of that plan is zero. Because communication is very important. Communication may be verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, oral communication. Okay, so if it is not properly communicated, then the chances of success is negligible. Okay, so in communication we are passing the information, experience, opinion from one person to another person, and it is a bridge of understanding. Now in the next we are going to discuss about the motivation.